Oh yeah, expectations? Fuck yeah, they're high as shit.
Expectations.
But I'm not about to give you a label because then you feel like you have access. Ain't nobody having access to me. That's over with.
The problem with labels to me is that they make me feel like I'm forcing someone to do something. Like, all of a sudden, now you're my boyfriend. Like, there's a bunch of shit that goes with that. And I don't want to ever force anyone to do anything. I want everything to be by your own free will. I want you to wake up and choose me every day.
I am against the framework of find a man, get a ring, get married, have a baby, get a house, get a fence, get a dog, give birth. I just am up against that. I have so many women around me, old and young, who this framework of love and procreation hasn't really brought much benefit. Like, a relationship with a man has never really brought much benefit for me to reframe my life to make it complete with you, you know? Yeah. So I'm totally against it at this point. We all deserve pleasure. We all deserve to fuck. We all deserve to have significant people in our lives. But uprooting our bodies and uprooting our livelihoods and the way that we function to create this type of dynamic with someone, it hasn't worked, and it doesn't work, and it hasn't worked for so long for women. Yeah. So I think we have to do something different about it, you know? Which is why we brought up the protecting ourselves part, which is why we brought up, you know, do what works for you. Fuck that.
Yeah, some people are becoming different levels of poly. You know, there's levels to that shit. There's people who are having a committed relationship with one person and then adding other people in every now and then. There's people who have 2 constant partners. There's different ways to do it. Yeah. But the idea is that you don't have to ascribe to a relationship style that has been created by someone else. You can create your own. And one time I was on the orangutan live stream. It's a couple. They're dope. They take pictures and videos of just all these beautiful women. And they were saying they had, you know, they're cool, they're doing their thing. And I commented and said, you guys have, you know, like, how do we find a relationship like this? Like, how do you get to that level? And they were like, you have to build it. And I was like,
honesty.
Fuck. Yeah. Wait, if I want a dream relationship, I have to build it? It's from the moment I meet that person, every interaction I have with that person, I have to have in mind what our future is, what our trajectory is.
Well, you know what I think it is? That significant person in your life, labels or no labels, it would be about having an open conversation about what you want it to look like, the other things, you know? I want this for myself. How do you think we can get there? Are you open to that? Let's try this. Let's try that. You know what I mean? It's about not exactly that every interaction you would have means that you have to talk about where you want to get, but it would just be like steered in that direction. Like, yes, in general, I want to have 17 boyfriends. Even if you will be the main one, that's in general what I want. So not every interaction is about that, but in general, I want to be steered in that direction. Right. Because that's my goal.
Right.
It's all about honesty. And there are so many people in this world. There has to be someone who will see your perspective and be like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Like, let's live. We only get this one shot. So don't stick to one framework.
Experiment, explore. And make sure that you're building it based off of what literally works for you and your partners. You cannot base it off of some tradition, some idea created by someone else. It just doesn't work that way. Relationships are so touchy.
Yeah. So be conscious of what you want and work towards that without letting feelings for someone else take you away from your goal.